Good morning. You're watching the morning news on CNN News 18. I am Aisha Varma. Now we're a few minutes away from 8 a.m. and we have some big breaking news coming in for you right now. Now, ahead of the T20 World Cup semi-finals, captain of the Indian cricket team, Rohit Sharma, has been injured in a practice session. The injury is on his right hand. Now, remember, he plays as a right-handed opening batter. And what happened is that this injury took place during an optional session ahead of the T20 World Cup semi-final, which is going to be played against England. And this match is slated for Thursday. I'm crossing over to my colleague Shivani Gupta, who's tracking the story to get us more details. Shivani, what can you tell us about this injury?
Well, it isn't certain whether we can call it an injury just yet. What we do know is that Rohit Sharma was hit not so nicely on his right hand, on his right wrist when he came out for the optional practice session today. And he's one of the two big Indian batsmen who are here today along with Hardik Pandya. So Rohit Sharma had stepped out for the nets and he had just started to take balls from Raghu, who's one of the bowlers who bowls to the Indian batsman and to Rohit Sharma at the nets. And he got struck abruptly and badly on his right hand. And it looked like the area around his right wrist. So for the next 30-40 minutes, what we know is that he was given some immediate treatment, sprays and an ice pack, etc. And he did come out to, bat once again at the optional practice session. Just till a short while ago, Rohit Sharma was batting at the nets. Clearly, he wants to get his hand movements going again. He's not looking 100% because, he did seem, if you read his expressions and his body language, he did seem a little down. He did seem a little worried, and possibly, of course, he would be, because if it is something serious, it could create jeopardy for him and for India ahead of that big semi-final. As of now, we don't have an official word from the Indian team management either. What we can say is that he was given some immediate treatment, and it looks like that at least as of now, he's back. He was back at the nets, and he's, doing some batting again and possibly looking to get back into a comfort zone. But this is certainly not what the Indian team would want. Even a slight niggle is not what the Indian team would want ahead of such a big match against England. Semi-final, winner takes all and everything on the line.
Absolutely, Shivani. So essentially what we do know is that Rohit Sharma has gone back to the nets for batting practice in Adelaide after he was hit on his right hand during the optional practice session. Now, just in case his hand, we hope that this isn't the case, but just in case there is an issue with his hand and in case this is an injury, how is this going to affect the composure of the team?
Well, there is not, there is nobody who can quote-unquote replace Rohit Sharma. Obviously,
Absolutely.
Rohit Sharma is not that kind of a player who can be replaced by anybody. And it will upset the team combination because remember, Rohit and KL Rahul are the ones who opened the batting for India. And even though both the openers took a little bit of their time to get into their rhythm in this World Cup, of course, KL Rahul, his partner, is very much in runs. Rohit hasn't looked at his flourishing best. But, that still gives us a little bit of a stability and a certainty as far as the top of the order is concerned. Now, there are, of course, batsmen in the lineup who could take that role, and of course, the team could look at the combination because remember, they already have two in the name of Dinesh Karthik and Rishabh Pant. Only one is playing in this team lineup, so they do have extra batting when they need it. Deepak Hooda is available in the team, but who would open with KL Rahul would then become a conundrum. In any case, it could be that Rohit Sharma is fine, but certainly the hit was a bit of a scare for him at the practice session. He didn't look completely happy even as he walked back and out of the practice session just 2 minutes before we started speaking. So certainly Rohit Sharma and the team management would make sure there's 2 days to go before the big semi-final, and they do everything to make sure that his hand is absolutely fine.
Absolutely, Shivani. Now, essentially, when it comes to this injury, if he's gone back to the nets for batting practice in Adelaide, and that's the report that we're getting, that's also what you've told us, we can then speculate that essentially this isn't as bad as we think it might be, correct?
Yes, absolutely. That's why I began by saying that it's not certain yet whether we can call it an injury to begin with. And it also doesn't look that serious given that Rohit Sharma came out to bat once again. What we do know is that when he first got hit, he tried to continue with his batting, but he couldn't. The Indian physio and even Paddy Upton, who's the conditioning coach, even they came out to talk to Rohit Sharma. And then when he couldn't quite continue, he sat down for a bit and, obviously some treatment was given to him like sprays and ice packs, etc. And a good 30-40 minutes back. Later he came back at the nets. So obviously in a situation like this, you would also want to, test your hand. You would want to test your rhythm. You would want to test your movements. And I think that's essentially what he wanted to do. But when he finished that second stint, he, went back there and sat down there. Some members of the Indian cricket team are still behind me. And he didn't look very happy. His expressions told you that he's not looking very happy. He didn't seem like he had a lot of energy either. So fingers crossed, it could possibly be just the shock of the hit that he has taken just now. But other than that, we don't really have word of how serious this is. We will take it that it is a bit of a hit, but not quite a full-fledged injury right now.
All right, Shivani, thank you so much for joining us and for giving us all of those crucial details. We do hope that Rohit Sharma is not injured at all, because remember, there's a match coming up ahead. And now, shifting focus right now,